I'm really enjoying your talk today.
Oh, nice.
I just have a question. I would love to hear you talk. Maybe you've talked about it before, but it's just a topic that fascinates me. Um, I would love to hear you talk about dreams and what happens to us when we're asleep. I know there's so many people getting more into it, meaning they study it. There's a
Yeah.
lot of symbolism in dreams and so on. Then some people don't pay attention to dreams. But it's just I happen to be a person with very vivid imagination, and I'm really fascinated with certain dreams that I have.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and to a certain degree, I feel like they do mirror our mind during our waking times.
Yeah.
Um, and they're just fascinating. And sometimes it's just the feeling that I get, and I'm sure other people get dreams like that,
Yeah.
where they feel like they are reconnected with their true nature, where everything is just bliss and love, and you feel like you're in some sort of different state, different planet. And I do get dreams like that sometimes. Maybe I'm floating, maybe I'm flying.
Yeah.
So I'm just interested, if you could talk about that from non-duality perspective, or maybe you had interest in that, or maybe experienced something like that yourself.
Yeah. I'm not so interested in dreams. I never have been. You know how some people are really fascinated by it and like really touched by it. I do dream, but it's just never really interested me that much. But I just, because it's come up, I just have to tell you about a dream that I had a few nights ago because it's just so
Okay.
funny. So I dreamt I was holding a retreat and the doctor came in and said, "You're dying of stomach cancer and you're gonna die on Tuesday and you're not gonna make it, through the retreat. And you need to get another teacher in to teach the retreat." And so I went and got another teacher in, and the teacher was Muji. But Muji was in his feminine, and so it was Muji, and he was in a masculine body, but he was like wearing glittery high heels, glittery clothes. He had like his dreadlocks all pinned up on his head. He was wearing like glittery makeup, and so he was like dressed up in the feminine, but it was him, and he ran the retreat. And then I didn't die. Like, it came Tuesday and went, and I didn't die, but he was teaching the retreat as a woman, like as a man.
That's
What's that?
funny.
The transvestite. And I don't normally have such vivid dreams like that. It was so vivid. And apparently, like, I've told a friend, and it was a few days ago, and it was like the day of the guru or something. So I was like, oh, is Muji's feminine going to be a guru of mine or something? So that's funny. But I'm
So
not,
maybe there's some meaning to that then, maybe there
yeah,
wasn't an accident.
yeah. But I really just can't be bothered with it to actually look into it, like to really study dreams. But yeah, I'm sure there was some sort of subconscious thing going on there, and you could put like lots of connections. And I think it's beautiful, like people's connection to the dream. And I think it can be healing and that they can learn a lot by doing their dreams. So I've just never been into that. So I don't know much about it. But you mentioned another thing as to what happens when you're asleep. And I just felt like talking a bit about going into deep sleep. So, because deep sleep is very interesting to me. The dreaming is not so interesting to me, but deep sleep is. And like, what do you feel happens in deep sleep?
Oh, well, there's nothing there. I feel like I'm gone. Like there's really nothing to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Is
just
it?
the memories of dreams that we can talk about later.
Yeah,
But I also experience just the feeling of being like melted away. Like there's nothing specifically happening even, but it's just something in between, like floating between worlds. I've experienced something like that.
yeah,
So being in pure love, pure bliss. So I suppose somewhere in between worlds, I can,
yeah,
describe it that way.
yeah.
Other than that, I probably don't remember anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah. It's beautiful, and that's what happens in deep sleep. Is you could say that we go back to the source of who we are in deep sleep, but it never exists. So the
Yeah.
source of who we are is not a thing, but that never exists because existence can only happen with things. So in deep sleep, you go back to the source of not a thing. but it
As
doesn't
odd as
happen.
it sounds, it makes sense.
Yeah, it is really
It
odd to
does.
say, but it doesn't happen. So you never experience deep sleep because you can't experience deep sleep because experience can only happen when things are happening. So in order to really fully be yourself in a way, there has to be no thingness and everything, because non-existence doesn't exist without existence. So you have to have these two in play. So what we have of deep sleep is just the absence of time. It never actually happens, which is really weird. But what
That is
happens?
so amazing.
Yeah, it's so amazing, it's so weird. But what happens, like when you're in that process of waking up, so then going into the dreaming state, is that there is absolute nothingness, and then it comes back into the world of things and the identification with the body mind. So in your dreaming state, there is most probably part of your dreams is not including the identification with the body mind. And then you can have like dreams of absolute pure love, because that's what you are when there is no identification with the body mind. It's like pure love, and that's a really beautiful state to be in. But it is a state in a way, because in waking life there has to be some form of identification with the body mind. But in this dream state, you can also get it in waking state when you go into samadhi or into deep meditation.
Yes. That is so fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
That so that's another proof that, we really don't do anything. Like things
Yeah.
are being done in a
Yeah.
way, because who can plan that tonight I'll have a dream like that? This is we're just being
Yeah.
taken there, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's
It's amazing.
beautiful. Yeah, and that's really a gift that happens to you. Like a lot of people don't have that happen in their dream, the disidentification. But everybody comes to this in different ways. Like some come to it through meditation. It doesn't really matter, but it's a happening. It's not your
And
doing, like you say.
yes, so that gives me I can say maybe a glimpse of something that I would like to see more of, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or experience more of, because I have a memory of it, if you know what I mean. Like I was there, it's just melted into love,
Yeah.
and this feeling of relief,
Yeah.
total relief.
Yeah.
That's how I can describe it. So yeah, it's just amazing. It happens from time to time. I don't know when and
Yeah.
how, but it
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks for that, Lisa.
And are you
I was
feeling
just
better now?
interested.
You were late. You were in hospital last time we spoke.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, thanks. You're very good for remembering. Yes, I'm recovering at home now,
Yeah.
and I am feeling better. This whole experience was like a big lesson and a big learning curve for me. Like so
Mm.
many things have changed, and again, out of control completely. I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Um, I was sick for many months, Lisa, and then I was just saying, I will never have a surgery. I didn't want to go there. And then when it had to happen, it really saved my life.
Mm.
So I'm just grateful now and recovering. So
Oh, nice.
just enjoying things. And I think my perspective changed slightly as well. And this is one of those gifts from life that you didn't know you needed,
Yeah. 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 Totally.
where you're being pushed into a different kind of a different spot, basically, where you need to gather yourself again, and things look slightly different,
Yeah.
and your mind has to adjust, and there's just so much beauty in that, and
Yeah.
I'm glad now. So thanks so much. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm getting there.
Oh, good. Oh, I send you lots of love to you and your dog. I remember you've got a dog.
That's right. She's right next to me. She's just we're both, on bed. She's having a nap because it's so warm, so she's just
Yeah.
cooling herself down.
Nice. Yeah.
And just want to say as well, thanks for. I always enjoy you referencing Khaleesi.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it's just so lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just outside on the balcony, looking at me. I can tell she's getting ready to come and demand her dinner.
Yes, when it's time, it's time.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, because they are animals in general. I think they can be teachers as well. You
Yeah.
know,
Totally. Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Lots of love to you.
Thank you, Lisa, and thanks for everything you do. I really love listening to you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.